So I've been reading up a lot on you and your teams, and so the first question I have is just some clarification. Are you in the tournament as North American Rejects or Archon?
Archon.
Archon, okay.
Yes.
So why the switch in name?
Well, we were looking for sponsors and everything to come into the tournament. They were the ones basically that we ended up finding, and just ending up helping us out with everything. We really needed it, and it was like very last minute, and it just ended up being perfect.
So how long has this particular team that you're on now, how long have you been together?
We've only been together about, I would say, like 4 months. I think it was in March when we finally decided, talking to each other, we were like, let's give it another shot, you know?
That seems to be a strategy of yours just in the past couple of years. Why do that as opposed to stick to one team and continually play together?
I mean, people say, the North American scene and everything is very flip-floppy. People always, school and whatnot, and people just aren't really full committed. But it ends up just being that it's really hard to find a select 5 that want to continue playing with each other.
Is it hard to train specifically for the international when you're coming together so quickly before the qualifiers?
I mean, people always say the international has its own meta game, so it switches as soon as you get here. And like everything that we've been looking up for the past few months on the teams that we've been like getting used to, like understanding how they play and blah and whatnot, everything changes last minute. So it's like, uh-oh, we just practiced all this and now, we have no information basically. So we just kind of, when we get here, you play versus the teams and see what people are doing and try to get used to it.
That's got to be a tough mentality, though. I mean, the international is a very long event. It's not like you can just come here, expend all your energy once, and walk away. How are you planning to deal with that moving forward?
For us, we're just taking it, baby steps, because we're still wild card, so we have to play versus Vega, CDEC, and MVP. Of course, if we beat MVP first, then whichever one happens after that. But it's really just baby steps. We have notes on all the teams, but we have like a separate notebook for the teams that after the wild card, and then it's just step-by-step basis, hoping for the best. So
you have an extra step standing between you and the international. Does that fuel you? Do you think that kind of makes you even more competitive? Could that be a good thing if you win and get to continue in the tournament?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure most of the teams and everybody around here looks at us as the underdogs. So, that just gives you more power to go into it. Our fate is in 4 games.
So how do you manage that? What's the leadership on your team like, and who are you looking to carry you through that?
We all kind of do it together, but it's mostly Chad, our captain guy. He just like guides us for the most part. But we all everybody speaks up, which is really, really important, I think, because a lot of teams it ends up being where there's not really a full captain. Or there's a bunch of people that end up being kind of passive-aggressive, which is really bad for a team because then people are hiding things from each other instead of just coming out and say it. It's really important to have full communication between all of your teammates because otherwise, bad blood in between the games. Someone's just sitting there like with their head down, and it's just like they're like you messed up, and you can feel them like hating you. Yeah. So it's like it's better to just say something and keep it rolling like that.
Well, and you have a lot of competitive gaming experience with a lot of different games. Yeah. Why Dota? And how does the competitive experience in general help you?
Well, for Dota, it just changes every game. It's never the same, no matter what. Like, even if it's the same exact hero, same exact players, it's not the same game at all. Every single game will come out to be different. So that's one that really pushed me, because I played Counter-Strike, I played StarCraft, I played Warcraft and stuff, which are all, they all kind of have every game to game is different, but Dota's, every game just there's no similarities really. Maybe a few little tiny things, but in the essence of it, every single player plays differently every single game.
So there's a challenge there.
Yeah, big challenge. And I mean, once you go Dota, you can't go back. I couldn't go back and play any other game.
Really?
Yeah.
What would it mean to take this home? After everything that you've been through, to come together as a team, to play a lot of extra just to get to the international itself, what would it mean if you end up taking this home at the end?
It would be more than a dream come true. I mean, that's kind of a stretch for us right now. Obviously, it's in the back of our minds, but like I said, baby steps. I don't even want to think about that just yet. That's too much pressure for now.
So you're compartmentalizing a little bit. Will you allow yourself to think a little bit further into the international should you win the wild card game that you play? Yeah,
definitely. Once the wild card is over, then it's full game faces, and then that's the prize. That's the goal.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.